This should be a nice short video as I'm over here messing with the rack, and I wanted to reconfigure this VCA to be what they call stereo mode. First off, this is the A-135-2. It's by Doepfer. It's one of the first modules I bought 2 years ago when I realized I could not have too many VCAs. So what this is it is a quad VCA or VC mixer, which means it does audio or CV, which is what I use it for a lot. So here you'll see there are 4 channels, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can input audio here, you can put your CVs for gates and triggers and stuff here, and then the output is here or here or here. This is a sum of all that are not used. I'm not sure what that really means. I haven't played with that too much yet. But here's what the dilemma was. Normally, if out of the box from the factory, we've got these 3 jumpers here. I think they're called a JP 4, 5, and 6, and they're all in what they call the upper position. So let me get my little pointer out. So this is the top pin, the middle pin, and the bottom pin. So these 3 are considered a set, like upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, and then this one's vertical or horizontal. This one goes horizontal. So anyway, this is what it comes in, and what that allows you to do is it allows you to send 4 separate CV triggers or gates to channels 1, 2, 3, and 4. However, what I want to do with at least this one VCA is I want to trigger stereo pairs. So I'm going to move the jumpers around here in a moment. I want to be able to send triggers into 1 and 2, and then 1 and 3 are paired, and 2 and 4 are paired. So theoretically, the output here will get gated by just 2 of them instead of having to use stack cables and crap like that. As I was doing this, I realized I don't think I've ever covered this in a video before, so it's usually a pretty simple thing. I'll probably make it more complex than it is. But here we go. I'm going to pop off jumper 6 and jumper 5. So jumper 5, it says, needs to go in the lower position. So 4 stays where it's at. JP4 stays in the upper position, which means VCA2 is controlled by CV2. And then you drop the 5th one, the next one down, you drop it to the lower position, which means VCA3 is controlled by CV1. So again, that's VCA3 is controlled by CV1. So that now CV1 is going to control both this one, and then CV2 is going to control this one and this one. Make sense? And then jumper 6 is removed. And then we want to, oops, I lost my jumper. And then the last thing we want to do is now link CV4 over here to work off of CV2 as well. And you do that by taking this horizontal jumper right here. All right, so can you see that? Does that make sense? JP4 top, JP5 bottom, JP6 removed, JP7 jumped. And what that does, again, is it says now you put your audio in all 4 of these, so you can have like left, right, and then just CV here and CV here to open the gate. And that's all I wanted to do, is because 2 of my voices in the rack are stereo, so I wanted to just be able to jump them once and control them easier. I'm going to get this in the rack. I don't know that I want to demo this, but we'll see. we'll see if I want to when I get there. So if I wanted to quickly demonstrate why I just did what I did, I will take this quad VCO. It has 4 outputs, and this has 4 VCAs. So let me wire this up real quick. I'll try to be quick. And I'm going to take VCO1 into 1, VCO2 into 2, 3 into 3, and 4 into 4, like such. Then I will take these similarly colored, because I'm obsessive that way, similarly colored outputs from the bottom. So this is the VCA out down here, under here. And I'm going to just wire them to the mixer here, but I'm going to wire them the way that I think that we're going to use them here in a moment. We're going to do 1 and 3 as the first stereo pair. So that'll sound like this. Might have some dirty jacks. So that's 1 and 3. Oops, did I just bump the camera? Of course I did. And then 2 and 4 will be the next channel down. Right? And I have them purposefully separated left and right so you can hear the difference. So now with this original, this is the original module factory settings where each channel is separate. So if I don't knock everything off my rack, let's go ahead and punch in. So some CVs are coming out of marbles across the rack here. And all it's doing is opening and closing these gates. And it's doing it on CVs 1 and 3, which is left and right. And now here comes 2 and 4, which is also left and right. If we wanted to pretend to be musical, could add a little music to it. So anyway, you can kind of hear the left and right stuff going on there. So the whole point of this, though, this is the one I modified down here. So let's just move everything down. So again, we're going to go into 1, 2, 3, 4. And then sound out, same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to the mixer. All right, so now all the inputs are wired up, the outputs are wired up, and it sounds the same as it did up here for right now, except for one pot controls 1 and 3. And here's 3. And here's 1. All right, you don't hear these other ones yet. Until I turn this down, and now CV2, or pot 2, is going to now control 2 and 4. So this is how you kind of get stereo pairing going on. So now the difference is, if I plug in that original little CVs here, let me plug it into, let me turn these up. So now, CV1 is now opening both 1 and 3, and now CV2 will open up 2 and 4. So now you see I don't have to have 4 CVs to do anything over here. If I do plug in another one, nothing happens. 3 and 4 are basically turned off. See, 3 and 4 are no longer, the CV jack is no longer used because 1 and 2 control 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, respectively. So now I have my beautiful stereo channels and my beautiful melody. It sounds all wonderful. And that's it. That's all I wanted to show was, since I was already rewiring this, let's show how I did it and what the outcome is. And hopefully somebody found this helpful. If not, thanks for watching anyway. That's it.